Hey everyone, it's me, Larry Andrews. I want to talk about healthcare today. Healthcare. And the way some people think about healthcare and talk about healthcare kind of annoys me a little bit. I'm going to go and so people say things like I want to be in control of how I purchase my healthcare. Other people say you should have your own health care. You should be able to purchase your own health care when you need it and how you need it. I don't need no damn politician telling me how I'm going to get my health care. Okay. Well, does anybody really purchase health care? I mean, it's not like going down to 7-Eleven and purchasing a hot dog. You walk in, there's like 20 hot dogs. I want that one. You're purchasing a hot dog. Do you really do that with healthcare? Really? You purchase healthcare? I don't understand that concept. Nobody purchases healthcare. Yeah, no, yeah, dental, anything like that. Maybe dental's a little different and it's always been different. I don't know why it's different. You got a toothache, all of a sudden you got a toothache, now you got an abscess, your jaw's all swollen. You go to a dentist, you get it taken care of. Okay, maybe in that situation, you can shop around, maybe, and purchase dental care. Okay, but you're driving along in your car and a tractor trailer T-bones you. Are you really in any position to decide how to control your healthcare at that point? No. You're gonna like the ambulance shows up and starts strapping you to the backboard. And you're like, no, 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 wait a minute. I gotta compare costs here. I need to control my healthcare purchase. No, you don't. Maybe when you need surgery, like I did, you shop around, but even then, you really can't. You need like with me, I needed spinal surgery because I have a problem in my lower back. And it got to the point where if I turned the wrong way, I'd lose all feeling in my left leg. And if I turned the other way, the other leg just extreme pain. Bend over, couldn't pick anything up. It was bad because I had a complete instability in my lower back that needed to be fixed. Okay, so what do? You look up if you have insurance. You go to your insurance provider's website and you say, okay, what doctor does this, and are they in my network? Okay, oh, okay, there he is. So then you talk to that doctor. You can't choose a doctor. There's no such thing anymore. If there ever was, you can't choose your doctor. You can choose a specialty, and then you can go, okay, this guy's in my network. I'm going to use him or her. Well, there's no choosing. It's ridiculous. The things people say to get out of universal health care. I remember a time when I was a kid, we had a doctor who had an office in our neighborhood, like 3 houses down. Any real problems, we'd walk to the doctor's office. Hey, doc, need some help. I'll be with you in a minute. That was it. You walk in, doctor would look you over. If it was really serious, he would make a phone call, and then either your parents would take you to the hospital or they would send an ambulance. Hey, this is Dr. S, come over, blah, blah, blah. They'd show up, no questions asked. There was no worry about payment. Catch up when you can. I'll bill you. And usually the bills were not that high back then, but that was back then. Also, my father was a healthcare professional, worked in the biggest hospitals in New York City. Anytime we needed anything, we just walk in. Granted, that's no longer because of the HMO, Health Maintenance Organization. Now, before you can see a doctor, you have to talk to the doorman. Hey, Mr. Doorman, I've got a pain in my side. I need to see a doctor. And Mr. Doorman says, well, it's going to cost you this amount of money before you can even get to the doctor. But you're not going to see a doctor. You're going to see one of our, you're going to see the concierge. The concierge will talk to you first. And the concierge will decide whether or not you get to see the doctor. But first you have to pay me. Then you concierge. And then if the concierge is in a good mood, maybe you'll get to see the doctor. That's HMO. Ridiculous. Tell me there's choice there. How are you choosing your health care there? You're not. Again, you're rolling the dice and hoping they'll let you in. The next thing above that is your regular insurance. I have a PPO. I had a PPO, which means I don't have to worry about getting approvals and this and that and the other thing, which is ridiculous. But it's just a higher class of a doorman. It's a much more exclusive club. So you pay the doorman, and then you walk in and you can have whatever you want. It's all on the menu. How are you purchasing healthcare? I had a minor discussion with somebody on Facebook talking about self-reliance and how we shouldn't be giving away free stuff, and healthcare is a personal responsibility. It's not a right. It's a responsibility of the individual to take care of their own healthcare. Okay. And then this person went on to say about how she mangled her hand and was able to go to a hospital, pay cash, and because she saved money and she was responsible for it, she paid all in cash and got a discount and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, okay, but what are you going to do when you walk outside your front door and you get run down by Jed on the tractor from the farm two houses over? What are you going to do? You're going to choose? No. What happens? The socialist system kicks in and a ambulance shows up with paramedics. Oh, you're a real mess. We're going to get you to the hospital. They take you to the hospital. They roll you in. There's no, wait a minute, I don't like this hospital. Oh, no, take me to that hospital. Because most of the, in a serious situation, you're either out cold or you're in such bad shape that if you don't get help now, you're dead. How do you purchase health care then? I had a heart attack. I had a really bad heart attack. I had one of those heart attacks that only 4% of people survive. Some really, really low percentage, but I survived. I'm hard to kill. Point is, I had insurance. I'm like, okay, cool. I get to the hospital. They roll me in. Doctor's there. The whole team is there. Everybody's there. Cool. They take care of me. I didn't die. Come to find out, that doctor wasn't in network. So now there's a giant price tag. How is that purchasing healthcare? Tell me. Tell me what is so horrible about what most every other big country on the planet does. And it's like, you pay a tax every year. We do. We're taxed. So we have FICA. We have FICA. We have, in California, there's a disability percentage that comes out. California is great like that. California has a great setup. I wish every other state would do what some of them do, but they don't, because everybody's, it's socialist. We can't be socialist and give out free stuff. It's not free stuff, God damn it. Take a percentage out of your pay, or you pay in a percentage regardless. You get a card. This is my ID. Fix me. Done. No worries about paying for shit. No worries that no stress that you're gonna survive the incident, but you're not gonna survive the economic fallout from it. It's ridiculous. And all these people that are up there going, oh, it should be a personal responsibility to take care of your own health care, and we shouldn't have the government involved in people's personal decisions about their health care. Well, it's not. You want real choice? Single payer. If I like this doctor in this hospital, I'm going there. Not, oh, I can only go to this place because he's in my network. Huge difference. You really want choice? That's how you get fucking choice, you fucking assholes. Okay? Nixon and Kaiser did all this to everybody, but nobody has the balls to change it. Why? Well, because there's no money in it. Because so if you're paying this much of a premium, okay, only this much really goes to healthcare providers to purchase your healthcare. This much goes to that. All of this goes to the doorman, the concierge, and what's the guy that pops the corks and pours? Not the bartender. You know what I'm talking about. It goes to that guy, the sommelier. That's who you're paying. Okay, and depending on your insurance plan, depends on how exclusive the club is, depends on what you have access to. Okay, so if you have cut rate health insurance that doesn't cover shit and has a giant out of pocket, you're paying the doorman to get into the strip club. And then you have to keep paying from there to get them to perform. If you have something a little bit higher, at least a PPO, you're paying the doorman, but you get the buffet. But you're still paying the doorman, and you're paying for that buffet. Because even if you only go in and get the Cobb salad off the buffet, you're still paying for the prime rib that the other guy's eating. That's how it works, which is how insurance works. And people don't seem to understand that. But if you have single payer, then you have real choice because you don't have to worry about it. But, the healthcare system in this country is fucked. And the mental health setup is even worse. Go try to find a counselor. Go try to find somebody to talk to about a problem you're having. Try. See what happens. Okay? That's why there's so much bullshit going on now. Everybody wants to talk about guns and gun control. Let's talk about mental health. Let's talk about that maniac asshole in Denver, Boulder, that shot up that grocery store. He was having mental problems. He was having issues. That doesn't make him a bad person. However, if your mental problems are so severe that the only thing you can do is go shoot up a bunch of people, there's a problem. And his parents and his family even said, look, this guy's got a problem. Okay, why didn't they purchase some health care for that guy? Why didn't somebody choose a healthcare provider for that guy? Maybe it would have stopped that. But no. You know why? Because there's no purchasing healthcare. It's on the bottom of everybody's list until you absolutely need it. And especially with mental health stuff, nobody thinks about it because nobody cares. Okay, and the only time anybody cares if you have a mental issue is when you go out and fucking do something stupid because of your mental issue that you couldn't get fixed because there's no way to do it. Nobody can afford that. Even if you have good insurance, it generally doesn't cover mental stuff. It doesn't cover psychiatrists, psychologists, or counselors. Okay? But feel free to go purchase your own healthcare. Feel free to go pay that counselor $200 an hour out of your own damn pocket because you're having a problem. Feel free. I bet you won't. Because that's the other problem in this country. Self-reliance. And if you've got a mental issue or you got an emotional issue, somehow it's your problem. Somehow you're weak. Somehow you're less of a person. So that doesn't even it's fucked. The whole system's screwed up. The only way to fix it, single payer, otherwise known as universal health care, otherwise known as what they do in Canada, what they do in the UK, what they do everywhere else. You got a problem, you walk in, they take care of it. Okay, people say about waiting and stuff. Okay, you might wait. All right, but it's still worth the wait to not have to destroy your financial future because you had one problem once in your life. And that's the American system. And anybody that says, people should purchase and control their own health care and they should plan ahead and not have to rely on anyone else and not expect free handouts when it comes to health care is an asshole.